Hello everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Kickoff Show. I'm Brooks Coral.
And I'm Paul Ayton.
We're here to give you some insights into the Mohawks' performance so far this season. So Paul, could you provide our viewers with some context so far?
Sure thing, Brooks. I'm happy to. It's been a bit of a tough start. We knew going into the season with 16 freshmen, 10 seniors, that it'd be a bit of a challenge. We've seen the team be a little bit overmatched from an experience standpoint, at times a size standpoint. So it's been a bit of a slow start, but I think they're making great progress.
Now let's talk about some of the positive moments. Are there any standout performances or notable achievements from the recent game you'd like to highlight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about the last two games, Brooks. The one thing that comes to mind is freshman quarterback Owen Caulfield. He's completing, over the last two games, about 58% of his passes, which I think is just outstanding number for a young quarterback. The other thing that comes to mind is the rushing attack for the Mohawks. Over that same two games, 168 yards total, 79 from freshman Liam Cravey, another 58 from Vinny Sellers, the junior, who's been at times really terrific, hitting, with a lot of aggressive and hard-nosed football, which we all love watching. So Brooks, turn to the other side of the team. What have you seen from the defense? What have you liked?
Sure. The defense has shown real resilience, especially in the second halves of games. One particular play that stood out was at Randolph, where defensive linemen Jackson Glynn and Vinny Sellers teamed up for a quarterback pressure safety in the fourth quarter. Add 2 points for the Mohawks. Also, in the game against Blackstone Millville, our defense held them scoreless in the second half after they had scored 21 points in the first half.
Yeah, Brooks, I agree. I think the defense has shown a tenacity and a willingness to keep playing regardless of what's happening in the game. Obviously, Blackstone Millville down 21, played exceptionally hard the second half. I agree. So we know we have some conference play coming up, but before we do, we have one more game, non-league game. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
You bet we do. On Friday, September 29th, we'll be playing at home against David Prouty High School from the Southern Worcester County League out in Central Mass. It's worth mentioning that we got a win against them last year, by the way. Both teams currently have matching 0-3 season records, so it promises to be a very exciting matchup. We especially invite you, our viewers, to join us at Wells Field, with kickoff starting at 6:30 p.m. Don't forget that.
Well, thank you, Brooks. I appreciate, as always, you sharing your experience and your knowledge with everybody, and certainly getting everybody excited about upcoming events. I think, speaking of upcoming events, we hope to have the captains in to get to know them before conference play begins, as well as Sarah Tiberi from the Gridiron Club. She's going to talk to us about the fundraising efforts they do to support the football team year-round. So we've got some exciting stuff coming up, Brooks.
Thank you, Paul. But before we forget, I want to thank team statistician Brett McGowan for sharing the official stats with us. And that completes our kickoff show for this week. Thank you for watching. And Paul and I look forward to seeing you at Wells Field.